Right. This is Gaston from Healthcare Engineering, right? So
Okay.
could you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, I'm Collins Donko from Ghana.
From
I'm a
Ghana.
final year.
Okay, so you are a final year student, right? So how did you know us? How did you come across our platform?
I
Did
found
you
the link on,
YouTube?
yeah,
Okay, great, great, great. Okay. Okay, Colin. So could you let us know how you are expecting our support? Do you have any ideas about your project or what's the background? So far, what do you have in your mind?
okay. I want to do a build up project. I want to like build something
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have
Okay.
anything in mind. I want you to help me to choose a topic and how to go by it.
Okay, great. So you are, I just want to make sure you are from biomedical engineering background, right? Okay. And is this your final year project or is this some kind of a midterm project or sort of a short-term project or something else? Is this your final year project?
Yeah,
Okay, great. And do you have anyone else with you? That means are you doing it alone or is it a group project?
we are two.
So you have two members. With you, there will be another one.
Yeah,
Okay, great. Okay. How about your electronics background? Because I'm just asking all this because based on your expectations and based on your experience from the field, we are having multiple types of projects where we can help you. For example, if you are not familiar with the electronics compound, then we can do some software related projects where you can easily build up and play and plug in all the things in the software itself and you can stimulate something, right? That was an example, right? So it depends from person to person, from people to people who are looking for different types of projects, right? So, do you have any expectations that your project will be in these domains, for example, advanced healthcare or in bioinstrumentation? Do you have any expectations in your mind about your project?
yeah. I want bioinstrumentation.
Bioinstrumentations, that means you want to build up some device. It should.
Yeah,
So once you think about bioinstrumentation, Collins, that will be a device, right? So you have to create a device and you have to do a demo. So we call it a prototype, right? So you have to purchase
yeah,
some particular electronic components, then you have to do the coding parts, and then you have to fix all the things. Then you have to make a prototype, right? So are you sure that you want to do that in bioinstrumentations?
yeah. It's okay, but apart from that, I want something like stimulation.
Stimulations. If you are not familiar with the options, I can tell you the options, whatever you are having. And before getting to that, I would like to clarify whether how long do you have? How about your deadline? How long do you have to accomplish to fulfill your project?
4 months.
Only 4 months. That means within 4 months, you have to hand over the projects. Okay, great. So, Collins, let me walk you through all the options, whatever is trending nowadays, because you are going to be a future biomedical engineer, right?
Yeah,
Someone who is going to work in the hospital or someone who is going to work in the medical related companies and all. The future is looking for some people who are engaged themselves in technology field as well. Though you are a biomedical engineer, you cannot be a biomedical engineer from the old style. That means just removing the parts and fixing the part. That is not enough nowadays, right? So you have to know some technical skills and technology knowledge as well. For example, IoT relevant projects. IoT means Internet of Things. That means you have to connect all the medical devices along with the smart device concept. For example, your mobile phone, you can connect your mobile phone with your laptop, right? And nowadays you can see smart home things, right? So smart home system, that I'm just giving you some examples, right, in order to give you the ideas about the options. So what do you think, once you think about the smart home, what do you mean by that is you can control all the devices in your home. For example, your refrigerator, your fan, your light, your television, everything by your smart phone, right? So by your smartphone, you can control everything. Even you can lock your front door, right? So this is what you call Internet of Things. So we can apply the same concept into the medical field as well. The reason why I am insisting this one for all the students who are coming to us for the project support, because this is going to be the future. So I just ask a simple question to the students, why don't you try this technology? It doesn't matter if you do not have any prior experiences, right? Because I know some colleges, they just teach the students whatever the modules they have 5 or 6 years ago, right? So that would be a really old one in order to just pass the students. That's totally fine. I'm not blaming the colleges. But once you come to the field, the healthcare field, the modern, especially the modern healthcare field, really expects these kind of technical skills for the students. So whenever you get an opportunity to do your own project, why don't you take an extra phase to learn these new technologies and apply that in your project? So you will be having two benefits from this, because one of the main benefit is you are learning a new technology and you are going to have a hands-on experience from the technology, right? So you can include these things in your CV, and then once you go for the interview, then you can say, yeah, I know this modern technology, how it works. I am capable of doing the advanced things as well, rather than going for the old styles, such as fixing the stuffs and so on. Though it is a basic skill, you have to have an extra skill in order to make sure that you are getting all the opportunities in the near future. So, if you do not have any ideas in your mind, I really would like to insist you to think about the smart projects which are relevant to the healthcare industry, such as the thing, whatever I have mentioned you, Internet of Things, IoT applications in healthcare field. There are thousands of applications. We can select a couple of applications in order to fulfill your projects. Right? So IoT, Internet of Things, means connecting all the smart devices. It doesn't matter, it should be a smartphone or whatever. No, all the medical devices, whatever we are manufacturing nowadays and the near future, is going to be smart devices. That means you can connect them, you can operate them, you can handle them remotely. You do not be with the medical device at the same place. For example, the robotic surgeries, right? So the robotic surgeries, the robotic machine can be operated by a surgeon who is living in another country, right? So these are the modern applications, right? So that maybe that would be a huge example, the robotic surgery. Of course, we can't do that. We can't mimic that in our academic projects. We just use the technology, how the smart devices can be connected and how we can utilize it in our own projects. So would you like to try any of the projects?
Yes.
Right. Okay. That's a really good choice. If you are really thinking about that, definitely we can help you, because we are helping thousands of students from all over the world. We are having many students from the African continents as well, and USA, Singapore, India. There are so many students are nowadays getting help. Because healthcare engineering is not only focusing on academic side, we are doing the professional sides as well, but academic is one of our main branch, right? So I'll be coordinating all the projects for that. um, so Collins, if you are interested about the topic, I mean the general topic, we have to find a finalized topic which will suit you, right? For example, since we have selected something, now we have decided that we are going to do some projects in IoT in healthcare, right? So that's a kind of an umbrella term. That means it's a huge headlines. But under the headline, we have to define what is exactly we are going to do, right? Are we going to find out heart-related projects, heart-related problems using IoT? Are we going to do some kind of brain-related projects using IoT, right? So that is a defined project which will be expected from the colleges.
Okay.
Right. So project means, I'm not sure whether you are having a enough picture about what is meant by project. Project is selecting a particular problem and providing a solution. We can't provide a solution for a entire world, right? We have to get a problem. This is my problem. I have to provide a solution for that. So now the question is, what is the problem that we are going to find and we are going to provide the solution, right? So if you are
Yeah.
really interested that you are going to get IoT in order to provide the solutions for any problems under the IoT concept, we can have another meeting with your friend, with your with your colleague who will be joining with you for your entire project. So in that meeting, I will be bringing you some topics, some defined topics which are on trend, so that you can select the topic and we can move further. What do you think about that?
Oh, okay.
Right? Or if you have time today, or also we can make the meeting today itself. If your friend also accompanying with you, we can do it today itself, so that I can come up with some topics which will be work out for you, right? So by the way,
Okay.
Collins, what is your university or college's name is?
All Nation University.
Okay, okay. I think maybe last year or something, we got some students from that university or college, right? Okay. Right. Okay, Collins. Apart from this, what type of support you are expecting from us? For example, we are providing three types of academic supports for the students, right? The first one is whenever you are talking about projects, it will be documentation work and it will be some hands-on experience, such as you have to build up the circuit and you have to run it and everything. There will be some hardware works as well, right? So our support is going to be in three categories. You can select what type of category you are going to looking from us. First one is complete documentation support. That means you have to take care of all the hardware parts. We are not going to consult you anything in the hardware parts, but we will be assisting you in order to accomplish your documentations. All the documentation, such as introduction, literature survey, methodology, all the documentations, we will be doing it for you. You don't need to worry about the documentation works, right? That's the first category of support that we can provide you. The second one is consultations. We call it technical consultations. That means we will be advising you only on hardware fixations. That means we will be helping you in the codings, we will be helping you in the hardware assembling, and we will be helping you whatever the problems you are dealing with during the hardware procedures, right? That's the second type of support. So software, that means soft skill support means our documentation support. Hard support means hardware related supports. And finally, entire project support. That means we will be taking care of your software and also we will be taking care of your technical details as well. So all things we will be providing the supports for you. You have to chill, but that doesn't mean you don't need to think about the project. Once in a while, we will be conducting the meetings in order to provide you the updates. What phase we are currently in, what is going on with the project, because your college will be asking you some kind of an updates, right? So what is going on with the project? So we will be providing you the updates. Sometimes some of the colleges will asking for some presentations about the process of the projects. We will be giving you everything, right? So you have to come up for the meetings only. That will be the only part you have to do if you select the third category, right? So just please talk these things with your friends and bring your friend for another meeting so that I can walk him through as well throughout all the procedures along with the summarized topics. So we can decide which topic you would like to work on. Then you can choose what type of supports also, right? And please make sure this all the supports are not free of charge, Collins, right? So we will be charging because we are professionals for these things. We are doing it almost 6 years and we are the best in the industry. It depends from the type of category what you are selecting, right? That means there will be a different charge for the documentation work only. There will be a different charge for the technical part only, and there will be a different charge for the entire project work, right? So please bring your friend. We will be able to discuss with, we all three can take a decision on that, and we will be able to assist you on the particular topic, right? So did you get all the things what I have mentioned to you? Do you have any questions or doubts?
I want the documentation.
Okay, since you are having another member, I think it is better to discuss with him as well, him or her as well. Just it is better, right? Because if you are alone taking the decision, sometimes your friend think, hey, how come you can only take the decisions and all, right? It happens because we are dealing with so many students, right? Right, you just bring him for another couple of another meeting. Maybe if it is possible, we can do it by today itself, right? Then we
Okay,
can decide it how the things can push forward, right? What do you say about that?
I'll let you double.
Yeah, just text me, and then I will be arranging another meeting for you, right? So I'll be having another student meeting right after you, right? Okay, Collins, if you do not have any questions, then we will end up the sessions, and I'll be joining you soon once you bring your member, right? So I'll bringing up some topics as well for you. Okay? Okay, Collins. See you soon. Bye.